Hey, hey, hey. Let me know whenever you guys can see me. It's been a pretty busy morning so far. And unfortunately, my internet may be crashing at um, could be crashing at any time. But let me know if you see and hear me, because I don't have my phone to be watching today. Unfortunately, um, it is what it is. Um, and so far, we have Rebecca and Brenda. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I just got a message from my daughter, so sorry guys. It's just been one of those days that I considered about an hour ago going, do I or don't I? But what is Procrastination Thursday without me taking Thursday afternoon off to talk to you folks? Just saying. Hey Raquel, Tina, how are you? Uh-oh, you're working on your vehicle. Actually, that's why I am texting my daughter as I talk to you folks because her car is in the shop and they want to know if wants them to put on new wiper blades. Um, I'm still here. Craig, welcome. LP, welcome. Now we're starting to get everybody rolling in. I know that the change of time was a little not really sudden. We had talked about it a couple weeks, but I'll see what this time change does. I know last week it was down on views. Not sure. Um, if one has something to do with the other, we're not sure. But hello, hello, Black's Tropical Homestead. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully, you guys are a lot warmer than what we are up here. It's freezing. Yesterday was actually beautiful on the farm. We started out a bit cool, but I don't know. I always like to dispatch in the morning, and then as it warms up, it's like a good. At one point, there it got so warm that all the hornets and bees and they get rather stupid this time of year, and this is when you will actually, unless you step on a hornet's nest during the summer, this is probably your fastest way you're going to get stung in our area, anyways. It it wasn't 30 here, Raquel, but it was up there. And you take all those 30s you can get because you're going to be into the negative 30 and 40s and 50s very soon. And do I have any frost yet? We had one little one, but nothing. Sorry, guys. I'm as you know, I can't turn my head. I've got to turn my whole body, and I don't want to jinx myself, but they've bored underneath the road, and I think the year of lobbying, I don't want to say has worked yet, but they're running fiber underneath the road. Once that gets here, within a couple months, I should be on 5, which is 1 gig. Right now, today, another reason why I wasn't going to. Another thing I wasn't going to go live today is the guys already told me that it could be up and down today. If they hit, so if I just go boop, I'm very sorry, guys. I will try to get back on cellular. Cellularly, I guess you would call that. And sorry, I just got an alert on my phone. Yeah, if I go out, I'll try to be back in within a couple minutes. But they are boring right beside my copper lines that my internet is running on right now. But that's okay. Let them hit it 100 times as long as I know fiber's coming down my road. Yay me. So right now they're still 200 feet from my driveway. Hopefully, exhale, cross my fingers and my toes, that for Christmas, I'm going to be given 1 gig fiber. And it's a heck of a lot better than the 3 megs that I'm running on right now. They don't know how I'm streaming 2 different devices. My daughter's studying right now and listening to a lecture in her room, and I'm talking to you folks. So it's usually all right. And let me get caught back up here. All right, I said hello to Craig. I said hello to Raquel. Alicia, my friend, how are you? Hopefully everything's going well in your world. And yeah, speaking about seeds. So Chris and I'll get to mail call here shortly. But Chris and Sarah sent me a wonderful gift that I won on their 100th giveaway. And they're a little bit closer than Tammy, but Tammy's like northern Texas. So they're not that far away. They sent their package 2 weeks after Tammy, and I got their package Tuesday, I think. Monday? I don't know. Monday or Tuesday of this week. So my seeds that Tammy was supposed to send me, I guess somebody opened it or took it or felt that there was something, and it just kind of disappeared. So much for my seeds. It, I don't know. I just don't get, of course you can't point your finger and say, you people stole my stuff. I've got so many variables that, was it customs? Was it the US side? Did it even make it to customs? Don't know. Anyways, it was a beautiful gesture on her behalf on sending me seeds, but yeah, I'll get there. Joe sends me enough seeds as it is, but actually there's another one. I still haven't got the September seeds that Joe sent. And everybody's like, well, maybe they're not allowing seeds into Canada anymore. We're pretty much the same country. It's just an invisible line that goes through. And the only thing they pretty much won't let us ship is fruit, which I agree with. You guys have your pests, we have ours. I don't want yours, you don't want mine. I'm okay with that. And raw meat, you're not allowed to ship across the border. Even whenever I was doing long haul, you cannot. They expected me to buy groceries every time I went into the US, and Canada expected me to buy groceries every time I came into Canada. Well, I'll let you know, truck drivers don't make a whole lot of money, especially up here. And to be switching your groceries 5 times a week, yeah, right. The customs guys were really good. They knew that we weren't selling groceries out the back of our truck. And I'm not saying that it helped or whatever, but every time I'd cross, I used to haul Hershey chocolate back and forth. Pennsylvania, and then scoot over to the Port of Delaware, pick up some bananas, and come either to Toronto or Ottawa, and do that twice a week. And that used to be, I was usually in Hershey, Pennsylvania once a week. Love that area. All mountains and trees. And yeah, I really, really, really liked that 81 corridor. Except for the one, oh, Jen and Wiley just sent me a message apologizing. They're busy right now, but they'll be on as soon as they can. What great people they are. This whole community is just, the last week has been a roller coaster ride of emotions, both good, bad. And, to have talked to folks, just not like this. And, yeah, just not over the screen, but actually like video chat and video, like calling. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. And, yeah, I don't care about you all, but I have the best family. You all can say the same thing. But we're pretty much, the whole community is the same. And I had a great bump last week. Oh, sorry. I just saw Donna's in the house. Hello, Donna. Looks like you guys had a blast up at the lumber show or timber show, whichever. And I think you should open your wallet and let Connor get some of those, loaders and excavators that are Connor's size. Just think how much work he'll get. You buy him something that small, you're not going to get him out of the bush. You're going to have to haul him out to shower, and, you're going to have to bring him food. That boy, he was smiling like ear to ear on that little Kubota. Loved it. It was great to see. And I've already said hi to Craig, and there's E3, so we'll say g'day, Chris. Or on the whim that it's Sarah, but Thursday, don't think it'll be Sarah right now. And who have we got? Oh my, did that ever jump? And LP John, hello, my friend. I was starting to get concerned. I hadn't seen you around in a couple weeks. I'm like, oh no, I haven't seen John in quite a while. I'm glad to see you, sir. And I know the time difference and all, but it's, I forget whose live we were even on. We were chatting about that. And it was like, you become, how would you say that? We've never met, but I know even myself, I missed one live, and I was off the whole month of July. Our municipality, we don't have any council meetings in the month of July. Kind of so our staff can take their summer vacation, because there's so much prep to do for council meetings and whatever, that they really can't take time off. They got to be in the office at least 2 or 3 times a week. So it's quite fun that I got the whole month of July, and then the first meeting back, I even forget whose live it was on. Cassie's maybe. And oh my goodness, I got out of my council meeting to about 7 messages. Are you okay? Are you okay? I'm like, I think so. And yeah, it's just the way this community works. We've never met, but it's just like we're family. And that's why, whenever I put up the link, some people are like, well, you let your subscribers come on? And I'm like, yeah, why wouldn't I? I'm like, we're family. I don't care if they have a channel or not. As long as they're respectful and informative, I'm okay with it. And I had a longtime friend, Brutal Bob, tried to log on last week. Due to his past, it's only got to be voice, but you can't be a cop that long, and yeah, so he just wants to come on and do voice, and I'm like, yeah, great, that'd be awesome. Come on, tell some stories, and that's what it's all about, right? And yeah, for some reason, StreamYard wouldn't let him on, so he had a busy week this week, but I'm going to work with him to see if I can't get him on for even tomorrow. I think he's back home today, but yeah, there's been so many issues, and now that I hear Alicia, they're selling all your planes. So what was already a slow process in the US is going to at least double, if not triple. If you're sending something from Florida to Washington, and that's got to go by truck, whew, I don't know. I just don't know why if the planes are purchased, I honestly, and hopefully they don't take me down for this, but if they do, well, so be it. You're going to see a place that we order a lot of stuff from that starts with an A is going to start up a postal service because they're already doing it. They have enough warehouses in every community that they're going to be able to do it. And they're not a government entity. So that means the wages don't have to be those of a government, especially here in Canada. Government employees make, on average, double. Oh, should we play with the scammer? No. I was going to play with the scammer. But let me clear off the chat, and then we'll get back onto a ramble here. Hey, Lainey. You... Oh, absolutely. The only thing, she doesn't want the cow named. That's okay. I beat her. I changed the name. Pot Roast. That's its new name. So Pot Roast is going to get to enjoy apples. Don't worry. She thought she had a good life. Ooh, I only have one heifer I got to worry about. And that's her. My buddy's got 20, I think. 19. Yeah, 19. I think it's supposed to be 20, but he just sold me one yesterday, and he's waiting. Actually, one of the girls that you'll see in my video next week, it'll come out. So just speaking video, sorry, I'm doing squirrel today. YouTube wouldn't post my video the other day. I was processing a chicken. Nothing was gory. Very respectful. I wasn't juggling carcasses or anything. Very respectful. And we were talking about PTSD, which my friend is dealing with, and it's kicked his butt, but he's kicked its butt. And I thought it was a great video. It was a little bit long. It was about 25 minutes. But I wasn't going to take down the, not the teachings, but the information on PTSD and how he's done it. And, I left it in its entirety so that you got the real raw emotion. And he's just like me. If you don't like me, that's sad. Would have been great to get to know you, but I'm not going to lose sleep. And I know I've just had too many people in and out of my life that, as long as they were receiving stuff, they were your best friend. And yeah. So it's kind of taken that attitude. And Brenda Baker, I've already said hi. Laney, I've already said hi. Little brother, Big Matt. What's going on, brother? Hopefully Texas is treating you well. And I'm still waiting on your package of hot air to come up here, man. Hoodie. And it's a thick hoodie. It's my my new LSU taggers. And there we go. And it's a thick hoodie. And I need it today because it's a bit chilly. And Laney, Craig, Raquel. Wow. That's crazy. Whereabouts are you again, LP? I know this. Hey, Micro Farmer, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you're back and rocking the YouTube again. I enjoy your sense of humor. It's something that some people lack. Little mix of sarcasm and humor is always fun. Some people don't like to think that, but hey, Rochelle, Brenton Gardner, how are you? Good to see you. Oh, for all of you that are interested in Pirate Ship, I just got an email saying they're now going to be offering UPS through them. No hike and holiday fee. I wonder if they're going to be offering UPS at discounted rates, because up here. So whenever I sent my package to Hoops, actually, he should have that soon. It was I've shown it before. It was like, I don't know, 8 inches by 4 inches by, well, it was probably 8 by 4 inches and maybe 10 inches long. Wasn't that big of a package. Wasn't really that heavy because I'd got a small bottle of syrup, one of the jars of my choke cherry jelly, and what else did I throw in there? I don't know. I threw in a couple of little cool things that, I know he's always, digging and searching for stuff. So I sent him some pins that I have from our township. And it was UPS wanted $165. Then there was and then even through the post office, it ranged. So the cheapest one that I could get was let's just say under $100. But if I wanted it tracked, it was going to be $144. So to save almost half, I didn't get it tracked. And I've been kind of kicking my butt that I didn't spend the extra $40 to have it tracked now, because to my knowledge, he still didn't say anything last night that he had received it. But hopefully it gets there, excuse me, soon. But I know he also sent a package this way. And I believe Uncle Jesse and Aunt Lisa have already got theirs. But I haven't got mine yet. Now, I haven't checked the mail today. And everybody's saying hello. This is great, guys. Yeah. Don't think I'm missing anybody else. Micro Farmer, Craig, Chris, Rebecca. Yeah, that's what you were saying last week, Rebecca, that you had to replace your computer. That sucks. Because I know they're not cheap. And And Alicia, here's the issue on my end, rambling. When writing the address, the final row of Canadian addresses, there's a series of numbers and letters. The matching are picking up numbers. Oh, that's why I always write. What I do is put my town and right underneath it, Ontario, Canada. And then, you've got, it never changes. You've always got a letter, a number, a letter, a number, letter, number. That's our that's our postal codes. And now it changes. Mine is K7S for this area, and Raquel, I think, is M something. I'm not sure, but yeah, each province has a dedicated set of first three numbers, or letter, number, letter. But yeah, no, if you don't write Canada, it won't. But yet, every post office should realize our numbering systems. So I don't know. I just don't get. Oh my goodness, I'm really behind here, guys. Let's try to get to the bottom here. We got everybody's just saying, how are my shirts working out? I believe I've sold about 10 so far. So far I've raised $52 to go towards the kids. For those of you that don't know, all my merch is, nothing's coming to benefit me personally. It's being reinvested in my community, either through the special needs Olympics, my football program, or if I even see a kid on the street that needs a new pair of shoes, I've done it. They may be not, $300 Air Jordans, but they're brand new pair of shoes that kid probably has never had a pair of shoes. And it's quite simple. Us as adults have made decisions, and that's ours to own. No child has ever made a choice to be hungry, to be poor, to have nothing, to not be able to play sports of any kind because they can't afford it. And my mission is just, Lexi, Stop, you little turd. Go lay down. Hopefully my wife's not watching because she's going to kill the dog. It's digging on her brand new couch. Let's just say we may have doggy stew. But, getting back to the merch, it's I don't make a whole lot on Bonfire, but I didn't have the $2,500 to put out to start making my own merch. I wish it did. Would have been a great business opportunity for my daughter. But it is what it is. There's just no way that I could physically sit over a shirt maker. Even after these lives, sometimes I end up with neck spasms for, a day or two. Usually Thursdays are all right. Fridays, we tend to go a little bit longer. And oh no. Hang on, guys. Sorry. I'm trying to clear off. With StreamYard, if you've ever used it, you get a whole bunch of notifications right over the chat. And I went to clear it, and I just clicked on somebody's link page they just posted. So, yes, please, Brenda, smash that like button. I like that idea. And oh wow, that's how far I'm behind. He's just telling me now. Oh my goodness, I'm 15 minutes behind, guys. Okay, I am going to stop. Oh, you're working mad shifts, John. All right. Well, if I don't see you for another couple weeks, you make sure that you're staying safe. And yes, feel free if you're not subbed to any one of these channels. I guess I've got a couple mods in here. Feel free to post links, Craig, if you're still around. Matt, just keep posting them. If I haven't seen anybody that I wouldn't post. And that's what I like about this community. This is kind of, I know we've had our trolls during the day, but we don't have near what they do in the evening. Except for that, one fella from Iraq that just wouldn't take no for an answer. As quick as I could delete his account, he was... As quick as I could delete his account, he was trying to, he was in with another name. That boy, he was, man, just jumped on me again, guys. Went right off the comments. Squash, I got a second mug in the mail from Teespring. Very impressed with their quality. Oh, Bonfire's got good quality. You just don't make a whole lot per shirt. Not after I've done all the research and I know how much I could be making if I was making my own merch. I get it. They're doing everything. I'm just sitting back with my ideas. But one thing that I didn't realize that there is if somebody wants to go purchase merch and help support the kids, there's also a donate button. So if you wanted to add $1 onto your shirt, it's all going to go to the kids. And I haven't taken money out from Bonfire. I don't think there's any fees, or my goodness, there shouldn't be any fees, because, whenever you're charging $4.99 for a shirt, it's costing almost $20. They're charging you. Doesn't leave a whole lot of room for profit. But again, I'm playing in their ball field, just like I'm playing in YouTube's ball field. They changed the rules. It's up to me. I can't go around and complain about it. I have the option. Just what I said a little while ago. I can make choices. Unlike kids and child poverty, and before I started doing this with our coaching staff, um, even competitively, whenever I was coaching provincial football, you wouldn't believe the amount of high level athletes that we had to pay for to have on our team. Poverty doesn't pick. Just because you're poor, the good Lord's not going to make you. You're not going to be a good athlete because you're poor, or you're richer than stink. But we're not. We're going to give you all sorts of money, but no talent. That's not the way the world works. So now, on a provincial team traveling on buses and whatever, that was a lot more expensive. That there, I put out roughly about $5,000 a year. But whenever I got elected, I said 10% goes back into my community. And for the last 7 years, it'll be 7 years next month. I've probably done a lot more than that because I buy all my meat and everything within my own township. And we do not secret Santa, but families in need. What we do is a family can not purchase a family. That sounds bad. Give a family Christmas. So you buy them their turkey. Some request ham because they don't eat turkey. We have had some vegetarians. So, and they just got them a bunch of vegetarian food. They tell me feeding your cow grass doesn't make that a vegetarian cow, which I always thought it was. My bad. I'm learning this whole homesteading thing. And I'm just very fortunate that I have a friend, brother that I do that allows me to do these things. Like I said yesterday, we were sitting where we do all our introducing things to freezer camp. We call it the boneyard, and that's pretty much what it is there's our wood for maple syrup is all stored up there, and they have an old I don't know if I've got that on film or not, but they have an old carriage that's back there. The bandsaw is back there. It's pretty much just everything on the farm. That's where it goes. There's lumber back there. You name it, it's back there. And we were sitting, and we were finishing our last bird, and I look up, and we're surrounded by the Highlands. And Barney the bull, he was watching his girls. He wasn't letting us get close to his girls. Although he's only got one girlfriend right now, just the one that's in the heat. But he still doesn't like us around his girls. And yeah, the girls were over checking out the plucker, and they were seeing what we were doing. And I understand all cows are inquisitive, but oh my goodness, the Highlands, they have their own, not sense of humor, but they have their own I don't know, quirkiness. And they are so inquisitive, and they'll get within a foot of you, and you'll see on the video, she didn't want me to pet her. And I tried to rub her nose. She took one step back, knowing that I would have to get out of the gator to reach her. And it was just like, you can't touch me now. Oh my goodness, I love these animals. And look at that, I'm already rambled for 40 minutes already. Wow. I got to learn how to, talk more. Oh, my brother Mike. How's it going, buddy? Are you home or are you still on the road? And I'm just rolling through here. Of course, it's always Mike. Chelsea's busy. Chelsea can't come on here. Raquel, you know that. Mountain Grandma, how are you doing? Hopefully the weather's nice and everybody's okay. Everybody's healthy. I believe you were down with a cold recently or something. Hopefully it wasn't the hokey pokey and dancing all around. Oh, well, look at that. I answered my own, or you knew I was going to ask that question whenever I saw you talking. I do appreciate it. So, have you tried it, LP? Because that's what I plan on. That's what I plan on doing with these okras. Okay, so has anybody had these? I'm told there's 150 different variations of okra. These are hill country red okra. Anybody ever had them before? Or is there a difference? And yes, I hear that people are, how do you say it? Some say it's slimy. Some people tell me if I grill it, it's not slimy. And I don't know. I like asparagus, and I'm told that they taste pretty close to asparagus. Again, it's until Joe started talking about okra a year ago, I had no idea what okra was. It's just something that doesn't grow up here. But whenever you have, our summers are pretty close to y'all down south, especially this year. We had pretty much 2 months of 90% humidity, and it ranged from 95 to 114, I think was our warmest day with the humidex. So it says that it needs warm soil. Well, 115 or 100 and whatever degrees soil, I guess that's warm. I'm sure they plant them further into the northern US, so we're the same, if not warmer than what they are. I don't know. Should work. And make sure I don't have anybody else. LP, Mountain Grandma. Ooh, I'm going fast here now. Micro Farmer, Raquel. I got to get right to the bottom. Oh, absolutely. And I'm going to have Craig, I'm going to have Rob on. Either here beside me, and we'll have a chat some Friday. And his is due to being a paramedic for 37 years. Takes a toll, and takes a toll on your body. Because back in the olden days, we didn't have electric stretchers that lifted themselves. That was all done by our backs. And yeah, so he dealt with 37 years of that including, so he was a paramedic for 37 plus years, plus a firefighter for 37 plus years. His whole family is, and his wife's on the police side. She's administrative role with our provincial police here. And the whole family just gives and gives and gives. And I have yes, Delaney, I knew Micro Farmer was up there. I knew he was in Connecticut somewhere. I used to watch him before he took his hiatus. His rest. Because Lord knows, the odd time you need a rest. Okay, Alicia, tip. U.S. residents sending letters to Canada. Write Canada on the bottom row. Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's why if I send you my address, if you type it in the exact same way I send it to you, it gets to me every time. I've never had a problem with Chris and Sarah, Rebecca, Lainey. I've never had an issue with folks, me not getting, Joe, except for the last go round. And I believe I had 1 week. No, I had one, and then he had sent me the okra. So I just have September's seeds. And then there's somebody else that doesn't do that with Joe, and they like to plant a whole bunch of tomatoes. So what we're going to do is we're going to swap some seeds. And I already said that I'd do it with Rochelle as well. Ever since I've been a member with Joe, not a member, buying seeds of the month. I've got all, probably, without exaggeration, 25 to 30 different tomatoes. I won't be growing all that. I've only got 2 little boxes, which I'm probably going to put up 2 more. I'll put one in front of the window and one along the side. Yeah, I'll probably do 2 more. And I just don't have the room. I will know by this weekend. There's a lady here who they've been in the garlic business for 30 some years. Pretty much their whole front lawn on the farm is garlic. Due to health issues, I believe that they have to not produce garlic anymore. So she wants to bless me with her recipe for, it's a dip, and it is absolutely amazing. Maybe tomorrow I'll bring, I'll unthaw one and show you. And it's very, very simple. I'm obviously not going to tell you what's all in it. That recipe will go to the grave with me. I will show how it's made, but it's got scapes, oil, feta, possibly some seasonings, and they're both diabetics, so there's no sugar in it. And I tell you what, I buy 14 of them, and there's only 3 of us in the house that'll eat it. myself, my son, and my oldest. My Debbie and Brooke, my middle, neither one of them will eat it. And I usually buy 14. Last year, I was out by April. Yes, because I took my last one to the sugar bush. So it was April whenever I was out. And oh my, you're in and out of signal in Arkansas. All right. Sorry, I'm only bugging you. I know it's Arkansas. I just wanted to sound like a Canadian. Zeros do look like O's. Yes, but if you remember, letter, number, letter, number, letter, number, then you know it's a 0 or an O. It's just a simple way to remember it. That's what I always do anyways. And oh my goodness, it just jumped on me again. I thought I was at the bottom, guys. Okay. I'm going to speed read. My partner struggled in school. His mom couldn't afford school supplies and often. I get it. The school has a program for that here. The high school, I should say. Primary, pretty much everything's. Most parents send extra just for that. And if the teacher sees that, let's just use a fictional name, little Johnny, needs a pencil or whatever. Well, I got to say, my daughter has extras in her backpack at school, and I'm sure, Raquel say the same. Now, I don't know what grades Raquel is, but Mackenzie's kindergarten, grade 1. And she's always got some stuff in the background. So what I'm strictly looking at is, because I've been a coach of 32 plus years, sports has been a huge part of me. Without sports, I don't know where I'd be. Sports kept me out of trouble. And I mean by out of trouble, alive. We had I lost about 6 of my friends growing up due to car accidents. They were gearheads. And every Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, we were just across the river from Quebec. You only had to be 18 to drink in Quebec. And we used to race across. And there was a couple bars, and there was one family bar actually called Fred's. And it was in business for 100 years. Like, this was an old time bar pub. Like, they had horses in this bar. And he's the only person that ever had a silver beaver. It was caught. It's the rarest thing I've ever seen in my life. And I know his daughter-in-law. I don't know if she got it after he passed, or if I can get my hands on it. But if I can get a hold of this, I want to do a story on it. And get the whole background. It's since burnt. The father no longer is with us, Fred, and his son is no longer with us. So I don't know if this beaver, and it has to be kept in the freezer. So I don't know if it ever made it, but if I can, I want to do a story on it. Absolutely amazing. Bonfire charges definitely 2. My new shirt cost me. I'm guessing I have more ink. What do you mean, Raquel? You lost me. Well, I know we have to pay. I think the cheapest shirt I have is just under $18 is the cheapest shirt, and that's my cost. And then it goes right up to like $34 or $36 for a hoodie. 34, I think. Oh, and my merch store. I've got Lisa from Lazy Days Ahead. Amazing humans. Both of those, Jesse and Lisa, are. And I am so blessed they're in my life in so many ways. But she told me there's a back door to Bonfire to get exclusive merchandise. So I know there's some people that follow my channel that need a big size shirt. I found them. They're in the back door. They're hidden. But on my Bonfire, I can go up to a 5X. Normally, the largest one they will show is 4X. And there's only a couple colors they keep in that. But I've got 5X in about 4 different colors. So I just added a whole bunch of must be soybean time. The combine just went by the house, so you may be starting to combine across the road. Anyways, have a look at my merch. I don't know if you know how to. Oh, there you go. Craig's already put it up. Go have a look. I've got two or three different types of mugs. I've got a small one, a 15, an 11, and a 15 ounce. I've got all types of different shirts, different logos now. I put 2 or 3 different logos on them. I've got water bottles. I've got you name it, they're on there. One thing they had in the back door was jackets for dogs. And it goes from XX, I guess would probably be my Molly, my lab size, right through to our small little dog. I might put that up next week, just if people want that as a gift or something for their dogs. I don't know. I think it's funny, and I may just put it up. We're just about down to the bottom here, guys. Let me rumble through this, and then I'll call somebody up. I am Oh, okay, you don't grow okra. Well, it's not even a thing to buy it here. So if I don't grow it, like I said, I had no idea what that was. No idea. I know it's more of a southern thing, but Dana or Danny grows it, and she's in Massachusetts, maybe. Wicked awesome gardening. Sorry, guys. I'm well up over 400 channels, and I'm trying to keep everybody and watch everybody's stuff. And it's a losing battle, but I'm trying. The way I look at it is people respect me enough to watch my stuff. I try to return the favor all I can. Well, we'll just see, Donna. Maybe I can grow non-slimy okra in Canada. It's worth a shot. What's the worst thing that's going to happen? I'm going to bite into it, go, and throw it away, and then pull it out of the garden and plant something new. But it's funny, you folks are all, I was watching a few channels and they were commenting and they're like, have you planted your fall garden yet? I'm like, what? It's a fall garden. They're like, well, you grow vegetables in the fall. I'm like, the only thing I grow in the fall here is snow. Like by mid-October, I can have up to, depending on the year, I can have up to a foot of snow by the end of October. Now, we haven't seen that in ages, but I just don't have a greenhouse. Or I would, you know. But yeah, folks are planting fall gardens, and I'm just trying to harvest what I grew all summer. And I got to say, it wasn't a very good summer up here. My tomatoes, I had a ton of tomatoes, but I didn't get like big beef eater juicy tomatoes. And the soil, you guys saw the soil that, you know, I did that whole video on it. I have a friend that has even more severe medical issues than me. As soon as he saw the soil, he went and bought some to plant his marijuana plants in. I was over there on the weekend, and he's a big boy like me, and we couldn't touch our fingers around his plants. And they were taller than me, and I'm probably 6'2" now. After my operation, I lost 2 inches. And the two of us, we had probably 6 inches from our fingertips on both sides. These things are massive. And it was growing in the same soil. So I don't know, maybe if it was too much, that's what burnt the plants, or it was just due to the extreme heat. But I watered every day, you know, like it never got dry. And I'm not one to overwater. I always water after the sun starts to set so that it doesn't evaporate. I don't know. And I'm all new to this whole game, so before I'd throw some seeds in the ground and whatever came up. This is the first year probably ever that I planned and organized. I wouldn't mind to get some grow lights. That might be cool, that I could start stuff in the basement. Get some heat mats, I think they're called, that raises the temperature of the soil, and then get at least 1 or 2 of the big lights for on top. I'd love to start a whole bunch of things, but we'll see. If it happens, it happens. And all right, I appreciate that, Mountain Grandma. God bless, and you have a great day. Well, I'm sure glad you're back, Micro Farmer. Oops. Oh, it jumped. Oh. Oh, there's 25 to 30 different varieties of okra. Ooh, wow. I'm growing 15 tomatoes and planters. Yeah, but you are extreme. I'm just a rookie. Your backyard looks like a haven, and I won't do flowers. That's not my thing. I love to grow my own food. And like I said before, I'd honestly just throw seeds in where I dug up and got ready. I've had a couple gardens in different places. Unfortunately, I can't have one in the ground anymore because I can't. My neck doesn't allow me to bend over, and yeah, I'm too broken for that. But um, oh, I normally grow like 3 or 4 different varieties of tomatoes, but not as many as what I've got. And don't forget, I get, what is it, Rochelle? Joe sends us 5 every month if you're seeds of the month. So I get 5 new different varieties of tomato plants every month. So, and the way I look at it is the seeds are just a added bonus. It's just to help another channel. And unfortunately, I haven't got a whole lot financially. But I help when I can and where I can. And yeah, my next thing is saving every dollar I got to try to figure out this furnace. Praying every night that I don't have to replace it because I'll cross that bridge whenever I have to. It's pretty much like you, Raquel, with your water. I keep looking at the worst case scenario and going, oh, I'm nauseous. But you know what? It is what it is. And the reality is, I live in Canada. 2 things that you need: somebody to clean your driveway, and you need something to heat, and water. Water's a good thing. Oh, that's awesome, Micro Farmer. Yeah, they don't. We have a year-end banquet. I think it costs the kids like $10 to go to. I normally just throw them 100 and tell them that's for the kids that say no, thank you. Give them a ticket; they'll come, and that's exactly what it is. Is I try to outsmart the children. Sometimes I can, but sometimes those little suckers got you. A lot of them say, "Oh, I'm busy that night." Yeah, they're busy sitting at home because they couldn't get to the event because they knew they couldn't afford to buy a ticket. Where if they're just given a ticket, they come. And I knew one of my little fellas, my assistant coach, who's got special needs. He'll always be my. He's like an adopted son of mine. He and my son have grown up together, and I can remember holding him in my arms way back 20 years ago. And now, yes, he's never played the game, but all his brothers have played high level football. And I'm sorry. Everybody says, "Oh, you're so kind." I'm not kind. Kid knows as much about football as what I do. And he'll get angry at me and he'll say, "No, you changed this play." And the kid knows more than some adults in football. And it's just amazing that this guy, the knowledge, and he'll be on the channel sometime. He might be a little quiet, but once he gets going, I'll never be able to shut him up. But that's what I love about him. Appreciate it, Craig. And okay, I'll get you up here in a minute, Chris. It was just a day that well, Homestead Aquarius. Well, g'day, sir. How are you? Hope all's well. There's another man that can grow anything and everywhere, and I watch his videos to see what the heck is all about. No, I don't need to answer that one. All right, John, you take care, buddy, and be safe, and we'll see you soon. Nice to see you again. You did a fall. Yeah, but you guys stay warmer than what we do, Rochelle. Like I've had one slight frost. That was Monday morning. Yeah. Because I got up early. I had to, Debbie was away Sunday night, and I had to get up early with the dogs and put the garbage out. And the roof wasn't white, but you could tell that it was, I wouldn't have called it the first frost, but there was a little bit of crystallization of the water, let's say. All right, Brenda, take care, and I'll see you in somebody's live. And absolutely, Mike Farmer. That's why I want to possibly start growing in the at least get them to a foot or foot and a half. It jump starts it. So everybody up here takes a chance and plants either the weekend before May 24 or May 24 weekend. I always wait to the next weekend because we normally have frost in between in that weekend after the long weekend in May. So it's normally not till the 1st of June that I can actually get stuff in the ground. And then it rains for a couple weeks, which is great. Gets everything well, and then the back half of June and July, and then it starts to produce. But most of the stuff here is, they say it's supposed to be 60 anywhere from 60 to 100 days, and then fruit or produce. Some do, some don't. I don't know what the heck's wrong with this chat today. It just seems to be LP, Swiss chard, spinach, beets, radish, kohlrabi, what in heck is Minzuna red steaks? What's that? I'm thinking, because it says red steaks, probably a tomato. Cilantro, parsley. Okay, that would be probably what you've planted for your winter garden. Hey, Heather. Don't know if you've been in or just came in, but hello. I just noticed you. And I believe that's great. That's awesome. Oh, well, come on. We need 2 more people to subscribe to Raquel to get her to 100. Let's go. Then she can change her URL. She's going to have a happy day. She might even do a happy dance. Yay! If you're not subscribed to Rolling with Raquel, you got to do that. Hey, Bob. What's going on, buddy? Taking a hydration break at the moment. Forgot to ask. Well, it was Tony Stewart. Probably Johnson. I like the older guys. There's and there's one young up and comer that I like to watch, and his name's escaping me. Just give me 1 minute. Oh, well, I guess he's not young anymore, but Kyle Busch is probably. I've been watching the M&M's boy since he was not even in NASCAR yet, so it would have to be Kyle Busch, but he'd be my top in the top 3 anyways. And yeah, see, I'm a Toyota boy, and Truex Jr., Kyle Busch, I like them both. They're both good guys. One's got a little more attitude than the other. Like I said, Truex Jr. or Bush, either one. And I know you're a GM guy. You're probably like Chase Elliott, or I'm trying to see who else has done really well this year. William Bryan, never heard of him. Alex Bowen, and I've never heard of him. Again, I've been kind of focused on this most of this summer, so I really haven't followed it as closely as I'd like to, but it is what it is. That's hilarious, Rochelle. That is funny. Anyways, Bob, yes. Oh, okay. So he replaced 88 car. All right. Is he a good lad? So those of you that, I don't know if you know Bob or not, but he's got his hand in a fire of a few different things, and he I just don't want to give it away, because maybe someday he's going to make a channel and it's going to explode. But it's I've watched NASCAR. I grew up with well, didn't grow up with Tony Stewart. He's been out for a while, but that was my number one boy right there, Tony Stewart. Loved him. $3X. And if it fits normal 3X, because whenever you wash it, it always shrinks up a little bit. But if it's gonna shrink a lot, then get a 4 and it'll fit in. I'm back. Okay. Great to have you. Alrighty. Well, oh my goodness. Well, I gotta say that's a first that I've ever rambled by myself for an hour and 20 minutes. You'd almost think I had something to say today. And I still didn't get all my... I'll wait till somebody comes on the panel and then I'll do my mail call. There we go. So those of you that don't know, I may be answering some questions that you can't see. Oh yeah, Earnhardt Sr., even Jr., I didn't mind him, but he wasn't his father. Sorry. Hopefully I didn't ruffle any feathers or make, but okay. I just, Junior just wasn't his dad. My opinion, Senior, that man right there is where it's at.
Which one? I missed that portion.
You're rather small. Senior. Earnhardt Senior. Yeah. He's, he is, just give me one sec here. I'm just trying to, I don't know why it's like this. Bing, there we go. I think he, in my own opinion, is the best NASCAR's ever seen.
I agree. And that battle that him and Gordon had for so many years was just great to watch.
Absolutely. And they had so many big rivals. Oh, hang on. Somebody else just popped in here. Oh, hey, Sharon, how are you? Oh, Raquel's at 99 subscribers now. Oh, come on. We need one more person to subscribe to Raquel.
Whoop, whoop. Let's get her there, people.
Oh, yeah, let's get her at least 105 because she's probably in class right now and not listening. So next time she logs on to her computer, if we can get her to like 105, and then we can get her to change her URL. That's what she's been looking so forward to the last week and a half, was trying to break that 100.
Yep, she's so close.
Absolutely. Hey, Rebecca, how are you?
I'm doing good.
So you're fixing a computer, are you?
Let me click back on that and get it back big bang again. I took the old computer out. Very interesting how to get this thing out. And I found out something, Scott. That van came from Canada.
Well, then it's a good, all the caravans were built in Minnesota or Mississauga.
No, mine has a 2. There's 1 United States, 2 Canada, and 3 Mexico. Yep. So it has a 2 in the front. So it is from Canada.
Yeah, it was made in Mississauga.
Well, they said no. It was made in Canada, not Minnesota, but Canada.
Mississauga.
Oh, what? Say Mississauga? Oh, okay.
Mississauga. It's actually
Mississauga.
Raquel,
I thought you were saying Minnesota.
No. Brampton Gardner would be about 20 minutes from that plant, roughly. 20 minutes, half an hour.
In fact, when they were asking me when was it manufactured, and I says, I don't know. I'll have to go out to the vehicle. So I went out to the vehicle, and it was July.
Okay.
Of 02, but it's an 03, so it's kind of weird. Yeah. But anyway, I put the old computer back in. and I found out something. There was one bolt that you have to take the headlight out to be able to get that computer out. Now my check engine light is on, but I think once I start driving it, it probably will come back on because there is a problem with my computer. Yeah, and it's not going to be cheap. And of course, then I have to basically drive my van over to a place in Boonville, which is on I-70.
Yeah.
For them to flash it and hopes that it works. And I pay them no matter what, if it works or not. And I'm like, oh, shoot. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And it's not.
So I'm hoping that it will work and I will have my van running better again. Chris.
Awesome.
Yep.
I have your hats done. I'm going to send you 2. And what I want you to do is, if I got both of them, are one's for big heads, one's for little heads. And seeing you, yes, you look bigger than you are. So if the large one fits you, send the smaller one to somebody else that can use it.
Okay. I can do that.
So, it makes sense because on camera, you could be bigger than what you are, or smaller. So as you see, that's the size of it.
I told my wife that I actually
that one doesn't fit my head. That's too big for my head.
I told my wife that I look 50 pounds heavier on camera than I do in real life.
Well, this is for the smaller one. Yeah. So you will be getting 2 of them and just bless somebody else.
We can do it.
This one here is big on my head, but I don't mind it.
You don't mind it. Yeah, it's kind of, you don't know. My brother just, that is exactly, Blue. Come on, Blue. Go boy. Get
you
going.
Can always take them in too, eh?
I just bought some new hunting gear, and the hat I bought was a little bit big. I prefer them a little big.
Okay.
Because I don't like things to be very restrictive. So
yeah, we'll see. But the reason you do that is you can roll it up and make it a little bit tighter and stuff like that. But yeah, I finally got them done. And then I was talking to Terry and
Mike and Terry,
and I was on their live stream last night.
Yep.
And she likes pink, and I know exactly what I'm going to do for her. It will be a variegated dark pink with some other pinks in there.
Absolutely.
And then he said he wanted dark, so it was kind of like, hey, I know there'll be somebody that can use that other hat.
Where's that?
Well,
it's out there.
So I think it's going to be a nice thing to be able to do, and not knowing which one he's going to want, I'll just send him both.
Well, that's it. And he's got his son too that may just, like my daughter, snag the extra.
Oh, I know she did. That's why I did what I did, because I don't know. If I see the person, I'll know what size hat I need to make for them.
Yeah.
And people that have longer hair, I'm going to do that big one because they can put their long hair up underneath.
Absolutely. But, I've got long hair right now.
I know mine's too long. I've got to cut mine.
I know. I got to get mine cut this weekend. I feel like a hippie. But, that's awesome, guys. That's
here's some other hats that I've made. This is like a peacock. There's some ladies that absolutely love this one. It's an acrylic, and it's one of my favorites. This is another one that I really love, but I can't find that yarn anymore. This one's like
That's
kind of
awesome.
Just a little bit different, and it makes it. This one here is made out of wool, and I'm not real crazy about wool. It's itchy. He didn't get to see that other one. Take a look at that one, Chris.
Oh yeah.
This is mine. This is not going anywhere. This one's mine. But yeah, I make different ones for people, and so I know because Sandy probably doesn't get on this channel, I'm going to be sending her some hats for her family. You know, Sandy Brock.
Yep.
She's going to get a surprise.
That's awesome. Yeah, no.
You know, I love doing this, and this is my
like I said to you last week, that's what I love getting handmade stuff. It, you know, people have actually I don't know, it's just like people are thinking about you and they care enough that they've taken time out of their day to do something like that. It means a whole lot. It really does.
I think so. You know, it's my parents
you
always
enjoy to do it. Yeah,
I do enjoy. You know, it
and
keeps my I've got neck problems on my right side.
Yep.
And they're trying to strengthen those muscles, but it's not easy.
Yep.
And I know how you're feeling. You know, I for a long time I didn't know that I had neck problems, that I had discs disintegrating and stuff.
Yeah, I've got all that too, but yeah. And now I've got full of metal or titanium, I should say. Hey, Life on the Farm.
They haven't done that. They haven't done that to me yet. I'm just going to keep the physical therapy up and do what they tell me to do so I can feel better. You know, it's like when I'm driving, I have to turn my body just like you. You know, it's like I can't, turning to the right is like really painful. But I keep going.
And that's it. But
you know.
Yeah, I just want to say hello to Abby. Hello, Abby. How are you?
Hey, Abby.
Hi, Abby.
Did you get your greenhouse all fixed? I know you had most of it done whenever we were chatting on the weekend. That's another amazing young lady. You know, she had a vision that she wanted to start a greenhouse and work with plants and whatever, and she, you know, possibly was going to use her dad's, and then she was able to get some plastic and get some stuff put together and actually built her own greenhouse. And it, you know, it's amazing that, like I said, Abby, before, it just makes a lot of adults proud to see a young person like yourself take the initiative and follow your dreams. That, you know, so what? It might take a couple pieces of duct tape to hold it together for now, but just look at the future and you'll get there. Rome wasn't built in a day.
I've watched some of her videos and stuff, and she's, you know, for such a young lady, she's doing such an amazing job.
Yep.
She really, truly is. In fact, when we did our first live, it had, you know, asked about age restrictions and stuff like that.
Yep.
And it got put, you know, 18 or older. And I told my wife, I was like, no, we can't do that. I was like, we need to leave that off or take that off. I was like, because we've got Abby that supports us, and you know, and so we've altered that to where, you know, she can join our lives and stuff as well. So
she can now, anyways. It doesn't. All that it means is it will not push to younger audiences. If you put it under the child setting, you can't get monetized. You can't use that to monetize.
Okay.
So if you I just leave it as normal, and I believe Abby, I know Abby's always in here, and Kyle Levier.
Yeah.
Kyle's always in here, so I know they can see it. Oh, hey, Lori. I saw you in and out and all about saying howdy. And
I wonder if it has to do with the fact that they're subscribed to to you.
Yeah,
So
probably. Yeah, they see the notification.
it'll automatically notify them that you're going live or
that's
video
right.
post. So okay.
Because
See, that's what I was afraid of, is that if we put that age restriction on it, that you know, Abby and Kyle wouldn't be able to get those notifications or see it come up. And then I'd feel bad, you know, that they couldn't join in on our lives if they, you know, if they wanted to. And I was so afraid of that. So I removed those restrictions just, you know, just for that reason.
And then what I got this week in the mail, I got myself.
Whoop, whoop.
Thank you, Chris. Now that is a good size. That's a good drinking cup. I love it. And yeah, much appreciated.
Yeah, it was like it. When you told me that you got it already, I was just like, wow, that was fast.
Well, when I know, because there's the box. It said it got shipped. The 28th of September.
Yeah.
And I got it. What was Monday?
The 4th.
So that's 1, 2, 3. That's 5 days.
That's
Oklahoma.
Under a week.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying, is that it took a little over a week for your shirt to get there.
2 weeks.
Or 2 weeks for the shirt to get there, and then that got there in 5 days. So that's why I was like, wow, that was kind of fast. Because I was expecting at least 2 weeks.
Well,
minimal.
Because you told me, well, the day that you guys sent it out, you said that it was on the way.
Yep.
And yeah, I couldn't believe it whenever it was sitting here. I think it was Tuesday morning it came in. But still, like, I've never got that fast from the east, like from Oklahoma.
Yeah, it was.
Cassie, it always seems to be whenever I ship stuff down, it's about 7 days, and that's either the bottom end of Florida, Oklahoma, top end of Texas is about 8 days. And, you know, I just couldn't believe it that it was here in less than a week. Even Rebecca's was.
When I was sending your package.
Yeah.
On the receipt that I got, I couldn't track it. I could not track your package from the United States, and I was like getting worried. That's why I kept messaging you. Have you got your package yet? Have you got your package yet? So that's why I was really nervous, because I was like, please get it to him. He needs it.
Sorry, I just got a message from someone and I was laughing at that.
But yeah, it was like, oh my gosh, is he going to get it? And it took 2 weeks before you got it.
Yeah, you should have been able to, because it was an R2.
It said right on the receipt, cannot track this package. And I was like, what?
Oh, well then
I read that as I was leaving the post office. And it said, no, you're not going to be able to track this package. And I was like, dang.
Yeah,
there was
you would have had to pay a lot more to track it, because I know up here it's
about
20.
She didn't even tell me that, you know.
Oh, here's about $10 to $15 more to have it tracked.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'll know that next time. And you know, it was really funny that I had to fill out for customs and what was in there. And of course they could feel it, that it was soft, and, you know, it was definitely hats. I would hope they would know that.
Unfortunately, now everything that crosses the border is X-rayed.
Yep.
Oh.
Because there's so much drug activity.
Okay.
that even I know there's some places in the US you can order cannabis right online. Up here you can because it's legal. The whole country is legal for cannabis. So what was happening is a lot of people were getting friends up here to order them cannabis and then ship it down. And you can't ship cannabis across lines.
Nope.
And so it's got to the point now where everything is X-rayed.
So they definitely knew there was hats in there.
Whenever it came across the border, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because they'll look at your customs thing. Actually, they didn't. Yeah, your customs is different. Like yours is all filled out like that. I won't put any more because your address and my address is on it. And then you have ones like Chris and them is the same thing. But I'm trying to look. Oh, Cassie's. I think that's this one right here. Who did I get?
Well, I don't have a post office box. I don't.
And then you've got Sarah and Chris. The shirt they sent me is all handwritten. So there's just no rhyme or reason to how they're doing their custom stuff down there, because Sarah probably went to the same spot. One's handwritten and one is all done online. But the handwritten one was $20 more than. So I think somebody just kind of went, I'm going to add $20 to this one.
Wow.
Yeah.
My phone is having fits, and I'm going to get off here. It just went black. It just went black, and I'm like, what in the heck's going on with this thing?
There you go. All right.
I'll talk to you later.
Rebecca, and we'll talk to you after.
Not a problem. I'm going to send those out to you today. Chris?
Okay, did I send you my address?
Do you have a post office box?
Yes.
It's on your about page.
I was just gonna send it. I was just gonna send it to
your
your
post office box. My email is on my about page, but my post office box isn't unless Sarah put it up there.
Oh, I thought it was.
Check because I was gonna.
That's what I'm doing.
I don't think you have sent me your address yet. Then, because I was just gonna send it to your post office box.
Well, that's where it'll go, is to the post office box, but I didn't think it was up on our about page yet.
No, she doesn't. It's not on your.
I don't then.
Buddy. All right, I'll get that to you right after Scott's live.
Yeah,
that's good.
Didn't I send you her?
Yeah, you sent me her stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want the hats, I gotta have an address to send it to.
Yeah,
send it to Chris in Oklahoma.
I got. Don't do that. There's no telling which Chris it'll go to.
Yeah. And then
I got a little sidetracked.
MT Homestead, I think they have a one, and I haven't made their hats yet. So.
Yeah, no, theirs is on their about page.
Yeah.
Good. So, Chris, I will wait for that.
For right now, what we're doing is, if we are sending something to somebody, we'll ask for their address. Or if somebody says, hey, I want to send you something, then we'll email them our address. We've not made the decision yet to make that public knowledge yet, because we don't want just random stuff showing up.
I understand. That's good.
So
just I'll wait for you got my email, I'm thinking.
Yes.
Yeah, just send it to my email address, and if you go on Facebook, we'll be able to do Messenger and stuff like that. But anyway, my brother's got an appointment today to get his hair cut, or his hairs. Some people go, okay, what hair are you going to get cut? So his hair's cut.
Is it just Rebecca Davis on YouTube or on Facebook?
On Facebook, it is the Hebrew spelling of Rebecca. So that's why. And you'll see a tan Chevy crew cab truck with a white camper shell on it. That is I will always leave that truck up as what people will see. Even though it's gone now.
If you're not sure, just let me know, Chris. I have it.
Yeah.
Or I can always send it to you.
He has my address, and he has my address since I don't have a PO box. So I will talk to you guys later.
Bye, Rebecca.
Bye.
Yeah, I'll get that email to her this afternoon.
Yeah. No biggie.
I thought I got it sent and I got sidetracked, and apparently I did not. Because my lovely wife is probably on her way to take one of our goats to the vet.
Yes, you said that.
Yep.
What happened?
Oh, it's nothing major. We're taking her in, getting her checked out and stuff because she's such a small goat.
Uh-oh.
I just wanted to say hi. That's it.
Hi, buddy.
You sent me that message and I just died laughing, dude.
What?
Yeah, I was distracted. I'm during y'all's chat. I texted him.
Oh, that's who was texting you.
No, not me. Never.
That's why I was laughing. He's like, hey, I know my head gets chilly. I know somebody that could use, or I wish I knew somebody that had an extra hat.
Love it.
And the crazy thing is that when she was telling me that, he was the first one that come to mind.
But I appreciate that.
I actually was thinking of your son, but all right.
Scott's thinking about family. Chris is like, hey, Mike might be able to use a hat.
Yeah, but he doesn't usually wear things like that. So
yeah.
No, I know. Kyle wears caps. Now, if she had sent me a cap, Kyle would have stolen. But he's not into that type of hat.
Yeah.
Oh, you said you didn't want to make your PO box public because you're worried about random things showing up. That might be a smart move, but it's also part of the fun.
Absolutely, it is, Mike. Like, I didn't have any idea that Rebecca was even sending me anything. And it's not my address that you're sending stuff to. You're not getting to me through that address. Just be very careful if anybody wants to try to visit that address, because my buddy's an ex-cop and he's got pew-pews all over the place. I'm not worried about it.
Oh,
it's not random stuff from our YouTube community that I'm worried about. It's somebody outside of that YouTube community getting something and shipping it.
Oh yeah.
I'll be right back.
All right.
How you doing, Scott?
All right. See what I got?
I know. I saw that. That's pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. I'm actually kind of excited. You start talking about a post office box, and I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, man, I've been out of state all week. I was like, I got to check our post office box. It'll be like a nice surprise when I open it.
Yeah. What I told you hasn't shipped yet.
That is fine, and I appreciate it. Oh, speaking of shipping, I checked on. Told you I ordered some stuff for Mike and Terry, and I was kind of worried that it was coming from overseas. Well, it's supposed to be a 3-part package, but I just checked the order, and it's gonna be 2 separate packages. So it looks like one's gonna arrive this Saturday and one next week, which is not how I wanted that to play out, but it's okay.
but okay, if it's just for Mike, tell her to hold on to it, not to show him, because Terry's the one that goes to the post office box.
That's true.
And if you send her a message via Instagram, it's Terry that gets it. Mike doesn't see it.
It's good to know. It's like if you message us via Instagram, I never see that. I don't even know how to log on to Instagram.
Oh, it was hilarious whenever I was asking Chelsea the sizes and colors, and I didn't get a response, and then I was just putting my phone down and my phone goes off. It's like 1:30 something to 2 in the morning, and it's Chelsea. I fell asleep. And I'm like, I was just about there too.
If you message us or you have no, there's no telling when we're gonna respond.
Same as me. If I'm having a bad night and I'm in spasms, I'm up most of the night. So, all right, Homestead Aquarius, take care, buddy.
It's like last night going out, knowing I was going home today, getting excited. Oh, come on now. Sorry, I'm trying to dismiss something. Knowing I was going home today, I couldn't fall asleep until like 3:30 this morning.
Yeah, and that makes for a long trip home.
Oh, it's been a long day already.
How far are you out?
GPS has me 3 hours from the house.
No, it's not too bad.
It's not bad. The only problem is I'm riding through the middle of nowhere, Arkansas, and then I'll hit middle of nowhere, Missouri. So.
Oh, okay. So there's not a whole lot that you're not going to.
No.
Well,
half of this trip is riding through rice paddies in Arkansas. Like there's just nothing there. Just rice fields. Paddy? Yeah, rice fields.
Oh, okay.
So it's a rather mundane and boring drive.
The best thing I ever did is I drove through 2 cotton fields, or not through, but around them.
I was gonna say you might have gotten in trouble.
Yeah, I would have gotten in trouble, but they were harvesting. It was windy. I thought that I was in the middle of a big snowstorm in Canada.
That's awesome.
Whenever I pulled over that night, I had cotton everywhere on my truck. And I'm like, oh, this is not going to be good for the breathers. And so, yeah, I had to get in there and remove a total film of cotton over my breathers. It's like, oh, no. That was a pain in the you-know-what.
Yeah.
Hey, Jen.
It's actually kind of the one good part about riding through those rice fields is they fly those little crop dusters all the time. So for miles, I'm just watching crop dusters buzz the highway, like right over top of the cars as they're crop dusting. It's pretty neat.
Okay. So there's obviously a lot of pests then?
I'm assuming so.
I suppose
I say it's pretty neat, but I'm riding through that for miles and I don't know what they're spraying, and I'm sure it's airborne. And I'm sitting there breathing it in.
Yeah, you might want to put on an air pack if you start seeing it, or at least put it through the ventilation system and not recirculate your air.
Windows.
Yeah. That's absolutely. But oh man. So what's going on, Lori? You working hard? Lori's back in here. Jen just showed up. And of course, Big Matt's pounding out the channels. Oh, everybody gets a bracelet.
Yeah, I thought he was back for a minute, but then I realized he's giving out bracelets. Does it get me into a special place? Is it a VIP pass? Can I go somewhere special with that on?
Actually, you probably could. Is that a coconut smoothie I see?
This is some type of, it's a mocha frappuccino from McDonald's.
Oh.
Not what I want at all, but when you're on the road for 8 hours driving, you stop where you can stop.
Yep. Yeah. As long as you didn't eat there, you'll be all right.
No, I ate there. I got 2 cheeseburgers from there, and it was absolutely horrific.
Oh, well, at least it fills the hole, and
that it does.
they're normally, it's pretty hard to screw up their cheeseburger because it's,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, except for the
has
buns
been-
this time were stale and the burger was burnt and it was kind of crunchy. And I'm like, how do you mess this up?
yeah. Yeah. Heather says they're spraying Agent Lemon now that they can't use
Agent Orange. Oh, that's bad.
It is bad.
You know the bad thing is they used Agent Orange in the United States as well before it all went overseas. They were testing it in the U.S. and there's a whole bunch of documentaries out there on it.
Oh, just
Yeah.
some of the documentaries I've seen that what they filled you guys full of before you went overseas. It's like, goodness gracious.
I was reading something the other day, and I don't remember what chemical they were using, but I'm sure you can find it. And it's been released from the federal government. It's true. But in St. Louis, Missouri, with it being a more African American community, they had misters and sprayers on top of the buildings, and they were spraying some chemical compound back in the 50s or 60s into the air there to see if it affected African Americans worse than it affected Caucasians. Like,
What?
without them even knowing, they were spraying stuff in the air in the city of St. Louis, poisoning people to see if African Americans reacted differently than Caucasians did, and they had no idea it was happening. So when people talk about all these conspiracy theories and stuff, that you're like, oh, well, I wouldn't put anything past the government. And I know that sounds bad but it's insane.
My God, Mike.
Yeah, I don't know how they even ever got away with that, and how it's not a huge stink. But yeah, it's.
Well,
it's
I'm
been
sorry, but
released
if I
and it's
knew
out there.
if I knew my ancestors were there, I'd be raising some hell right now.
Yep.
Because what has that done to the gene pool?
Absolutely insane. What you munching on?
Wow.
It's got to be better than these McDonald's burgers I had.
So we've got Breton crackers. I don't know if you have those in the States, but they're like
I've
multigrain.
Never heard of them.
Oh my God, they are the bomb. And I am
Cream cheese.
urban garlic Philly cream cheese.
Yep.
I didn't have enough time to have lunch. And oh yeah, a lot of the people that are in here now didn't see what I bought yesterday. So I had to change its name. I'm not allowed to name it. So let me introduce Rump Roast. That's my baby. She's only 4 months old.
Oh, buddy. That's enough.
Huh?
That's awesome.
So I have amazing friends. And yeah, I'm still speechless. But she will get to live out her life with her family. And then she'll bless my family for probably a year.
That's awesome.
It's
Yeah,
like
just
it
the
popped
Missouri
up and it
State
said
line.
it
Huh?
popped up that you were going live, and I was like, "What's this?
Oh,
Scott's
last
going
night.
live on Wednesday? What's going on here?"
I just, you know what? I was so freaking excited that, he also gifted me 2 of the chickens that we did last week. And Jen, are you still in the chat?
I think we
Jen?
lost Mike.
He'll be back. He
He
freezes
freezes
and then,
up. Yeah.
yeah, he freezes and comes back. Well, yeah, he just went into Missouri. So now he'll have to flip over to the Missouri line or to the
The
Missouri
Missouri Towers.
So, Wiley, you still here? Jen, you still here? And I know it sucks. I'm unfortunately don't have I don't have my phone. I figured out that's what was freezing up my computer on Friday.
Oh, having your phone going at the same time?
Well, and I had 2 kids that were doing lectures. So it just overloaded it.
Overloaded.
And like I said, I think they are installing our new 5 out there right now. I'll know later. And oh, okay. So
Mike
Jen,
just messaged me, said that he's in a dead zone.
okay. So Jen and Wiley, the gentleman I was with yesterday that was watching your live, I have a bottle of maple syrup here that I will ship you out next week. He asked me to send it to you. He will also be sending you, well, it'll probably be through me. He will be sending you a week to feed the folks you feed every Wednesday. And he also wants to do something for your kids. He's not sure what. I told him the whole story. And he wants to do, he wants to do some nice stuff for you. So I will get your bottle of syrup in the mail. I just have to figure it out, but I will definitely get it going by next Friday. So you should have fresh Canadian maple syrup. And please, as much as I would love you to share it, don't keep that for your family. It's what we harvested from the trees this spring. So if you go watch my videos, or I know you already probably have, but my videos, you know what, Jen? I'm nothing. You guys are the amazing folks. You're the ones that are putting your life out to help individuals in whatever circumstance it may be. Whatever choice they did in life, it's no need to focus on that right now. It's to make sure that they have the basic human needs. And you touched his heart like you did mine. And he wants to gift your family. Like he said, it's not much. We don't have a whole lot of money, but we went halves. So what it cost him in syrup, it'll cost me in shipping. So we went halvesies. You guys are amazing. And Oh, don't worry. You haven't got rid of Rob. He hey Dobsons. I'm gonna go out on a limb. Is that Uncle Willie? I don't know how many channels you have, so absolutely. Do you know, yeah, that's what I thought. Hey Willie. Yeah, do up a little video with pancakes. That's I really wish I could send you some real Canadian bacon, not that garbage these guys are talking about. But there's just no way I could get it. Oh, okay. Well, let me so yeah, they just that you're here, Willie. Just to let you now, it's got. I gotta watch my tongue. I got Willie, Wiley, whoa. Oh no, there's YouTube. I just want to. Do I have any mod? Yeah, Matt's there. Matt, you want to throw up Uncle Willie's channel? Now, he can be a little outside the lines, guys, but he's got a heart of gold. But not always PG. That was pretty nice, eh, Willie? Oh, no, it's not ham, Mike. That's it. I'm going to reroute your shirts. Just give me one sec, guys. I just want to make sure that I have Uncle Willie's channel in here because he has blessed me in so many ways that I'm all about sharing the love and whatever else. So come on now. Big money. No whammies. There we go. There we go, Uncle Willie. I'm subbed. Now, with who was on your live yesterday? Did I miss something?
On whose live?
Wiley said he was on our live yesterday. I'm confused.
Your short live yesterday, maybe?
No, Wiley said it was on his live. I don't know what he's talking about. Oh, absolutely, Heather. Oh, and not only did he he didn't gift me the rump roast. I purchased it, but he gifted me the chickens, and he also gifted me a package of venison jerky. So that's going to be oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, no, I met Willie on Matt's channel. I don't know, 2 or 3 times now. Could be 3 or 4 times. Could be 5, 6. I don't know. I forget. I've been knowing him for a little bit. I've seen so many channels of his that I just wasn't. I thought it was, but especially whenever you see explicit content, yeah, that's got to be Willie.
I may do a little short. Oh, speaking of videos, I do have permission to post the ones from our little adventure with LG.
Oh, cool.
But it might be a little later than what we anticipated on getting those up, because we're going to have to do quite a bit of editing to it.
So my first hen that I did yesterday, she just started laying 2 weeks ago. So you know what that? Oh, I'm
Eggs
gonna
for breakfast.
Oh, I got one that just had the membrane on it. There was no shell yet. And then, oh yeah, no, I've got some wicked video.
Put oyster
Probably
shell in their feed.
What's that?
Put oyster shell in their feed.
Oh, it don't matter. They're in the freezer now.
Oh, well, I'm just saying that if you get chickens that are laying,
Yeah.
if you ever have them and just to get the eggs, if they're laying with just a membrane, they're low on calcium.
Yep.
To form that shell. So oyster shell is a good supplement to mix in with your feed so that it'll.
We also give them the shells back.
Yep.
But they like they were laying perfect. But just in the process, whenever we dispatched, just give me a sec here. I was just Donna, are you on here? Donna sent me a message. I just don't know if she's still in here or if she's. Oh well. Matt's the man. Oh boy. I called back up for a growing party. Who's growing? What's growing? How's it growing? Who knows? I'm lost.
I was going to put in for an elk hunt this year to see if
Donna,
I could get into that.
Donna, you just sent me words. And let me know which one you want. I will send it to you. Everything's done. You don't have to recreate anything. I'll send you, I'll text you 2 of the ones here right now. You don't have to. Yeah, it was so cool. I've never seen the inside of a hen this young that all the eggs are ready to go. It was really cool. Really, really, really cool. And If you want more than that, Donna, let me know. But these are the top 2. Whoops. Those are the top 2 there, Donna. But yeah, no, I guess I've just never, I've known that, they're born with all the yolks. And whenever they run out of yolks, they die. I didn't know the full, I guess I kind of, oh, okay, Donna. I just sent you 2 of the ones that I use. So what was I going to say? Well, that's one thing I hate about having after that operation. You just lose total.
You lose it.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, just that, think of how many thousands of eggs and the size and how it grows and how it decides which yolk to send into the chamber. And yeah, I got some wicked video yesterday and still pictures.
Awesome.
So it'll probably come out as a 2-part series next week. But like I was saying earlier, I don't know if it was YouTube or if it was something in the upload, but my chicken one from last week was supposed to go Wednesday night.
And it didn't load?
It never posted. It says it's there, but it also says that it's pending review. It's not like, I guess I just.
Maybe they just want to check it just to be safe.
No, I don't even know, like.
What would have flagged it?
Yeah. Like, I've posted worse, with stuff in the background that I didn't mean to. But, to have it shut down, so it's not even, I'm at a loss. Because it should at least be posting it and then telling me that I can't monetize it. And I tell you what, if they flagged it because of talking about PTSD, they're going to hear a freaking mouthful from me.
Yeah. You just never know.
This weekend, Debbie works so I can play. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to do just a video on PTSD. If they flag it and don't post it,
you'll know.
I'll know exactly why. It's crazy.
And that's crazy because we've talked about it in lives before, and they've not pulled those videos.
I know. I don't know. Just makes me angry.
Yeah, I think that's one of those topics that needs to be talked about.
Mm-hmm. I don't. To have somebody, I guess, sit behind a computer that's never done how do I say this nicely? That have no idea what PTSD is. And people for so many years have been meant to hold, what we're told to hold it in, suck it up. You know, you're a little burnout. No. There's real issues.
Oh yeah.
And if people don't get the right help, we all know what happens. You know?
Yeah, that's like I posted in chat. I was like, this is a topic that this is information that needs to get out there.
Yeah.
Whether it be military PTSD or another form of PTSD, a lot of times coping mechanisms are the same.
Mm-hmm.
So there are coping mechanisms that I have that might help somebody who has PTSD for some other reason, for some other traumatic event, and they may have coping mechanisms that can help me. The way we got PTSD is different.
Absolutely.
But PTSD as a whole is the same.
Amen. Amen. And
it affects the brain the same way. In fact, when I was getting my psychology degree, several of my papers were about how PTSD affects the brain. What they realize now is that with some of the research that I've done is that it affects the frontal lobe, it affects the memory, it affects other areas of the brain, and what it does is it actually kills those areas of the brain. They start to die. So, and if you don't get that help that you need, or get the proper medications to help you.
That's right. And some people need the meds. They don't.
Some need medication, some don't. It just all depends on
coping
mechanisms. On coping mechanisms.
Yeah. So go ahead.
I tried different coping mechanisms. Some worked. A lot of them did not. And it took a while, and we finally got me on a medication regimen that works. Now, you can definitely tell, and you'll probably see it if I forget my medication one morning. If I was to do a video later that day, you would definitely be able to tell, because I am not the same person.
Yeah.
My wife picks it up so fast. She's like, "Did you take your medicine today?" Yeah, I think so. You might want to go check. I go check. Oh man, no, I didn't. I mean, she just knows. Like, she can tell.
Absolutely. But she's been there in the hardest times, and she's going to be there, and she knows how to trigger it too.
Yeah, she knows what to look for. And that's the thing is that, and that's the difference, between my wife now and my ex-wife. My ex-wife, it was one of my first times driving after I got back from Iraq. And we were on the phone and we were driving down the road. And she yells, "Tire." And I went across one lane, through the median, up onto the other side of the interstate, drove about a mile, and then come back across the median, back up onto my side of the interstate. And she just laughed. She thought it was funny.
I just can't. That's just I'm sorry, freaking disgusting. I just, it, like, there. I've also read recently that with PTSD, football players, it's the same frontal lobe that we've got as professional, or not professional, but football players, from leading with our heads for so many
Concussions.
years.
Yep.
It just,
and it's funny because that you said it, because almost the exact same areas of the brain that are affected from a concussion or from a severe concussion are a lot of the same areas of the brain that are affected with PTSD.
yeah. And that's, it was a study put out, and it wasn't like one of these left wing hang off the side of the building kind of. It was a medical journal that I read it. Like, they wouldn't be posting, yeah, I got it, Donna. I just haven't went over here. I'm just trying to type a message here as well as talk to Chris. I'm multitasking. I'm way above my pay grade as a man right now. I'm doing like 4 things. It's supposed to be Procrastination Thursday, not, oh my God. Did you get the ones that I sent you, Donna? Oh boy, it's taking a while to load. But yeah, I just, they're starting to see that a lot of traumatic things to a brain, either visually, I've already sent them to you, Donna, but it was through maybe I might have texted them to you. I'm not sure. But if you're at home, just turn on your data. It'll go through your Wi-Fi. How that they're seeing that, a brain injury being physical, mental, are actually parcel, and they're nowhere near the same. Right. And I'm not saying it is. Please, I don't want to get, and I know I don't mean this to you, Chris. I know you get where I'm coming from. But a lot of people watch these after the fact, and I don't want to get a bunch of emails that you don't know what you're talking. Yes, I do.
Well, you have a psychology major who has PTSD right here. So,
exactly. So it, that's all it's loading right now, Donna. It won't load the whole thing. Oops, there.
I have always wanted to be a psychology major. I've always wanted my psychology degree.
Yep.
Even when I was in high school. And after I was, served and ended up getting PTSD myself, it took 3 years for me to finally realize, hey, that's what this really is.
Yeah.
When I finally was able to go back to school and actually get my psychology degree, my goals was to go into counseling, become a licensed counselor.
Yeah.
and counsel veterans with PTSD that, one, either were ineligible for VA healthcare,
Yeah.
or two, didn't want to drive an hour or more to a VA facility to be seen. And I was going to try to work with the VA in,
Yeah.
getting them
As another,
that care that they needed.
it's another option.
Yeah, it gives them another option.
Yeah.
And I was not able to go back and get my master's in counseling. It just wasn't in the cards for me, which is fine. I figured that God has another plan for me.
Yeah.
But now, I'm using my job in the VA, to work my way up, and
Yeah.
eventually I'll be able to, because I did find a school. It's it'll be done all online, and I'm looking at getting a master's and a doctorate of theology in Christian counseling. If done right through their acceleration program, I can have them both done in 90 days.
Really?
Yeah. They don't focus so much on classroom work through their accelerated program.
Just different
They
techniques.
focus on your thesis for your master's and your dissertation for your doctorate.
Okay.
And so if you're getting, say, a master's or a doctorate of theology, your dissertation or your thesis will cover every area of theology. So you have this topic that you come up with the topic that you want to talk about, but you have to integrate every area of theology into that topic.
But still, 90 days is nothing really.
No.
Especially coming into the even do it over the winter.
Yeah. Your thesis is a minimum of, I think, 60 pages.
Something like that, yeah.
Their dissertation, I think, is a minimum of, it's either 120 pages or 150 pages.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I can be writing my dissertation, get to 60 pages, turn my thesis in, finish the rest of it, get my thesis back, submit the whole thing as my dissertation.
Yeah.
You're done in 90 days.
I think that, if you can swing financially, you'd be crazy not to.
Oh, exactly.
But
exactly.
And I know that, I sometimes get hung up on the financial stuff, but without that almighty dollar, you just can't do it. And we have families that you gotta put food in their mouths. So,
well, it's like I was going to put in for an elk hunt that they're doing at one of the military bases here in Oklahoma. And I've decided that I'm going to take the money that I was going to put towards that and order some merch from a channel
Take care, Wiley.
Order some merch from a channel instead.
No. Elk hunting
Yep.
would be a lot more fun.
Well, yeah, considering in the email that I got, they say that you have a 70 to 80% chance of bagging your elk.
Oh, wow. And that's down in where?
It's
That's got to
in,
be farther up north.
nope, southern Oklahoma.
Do you guys have elk down that far?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
I thought that they would have stopped like Missouri north.
Oh, no, we have a huge elk herd in the southern part of Oklahoma.
Okay.
In fact, they try to keep them somewhat contained. They do. I mean, they do roam across, but there was it was a few years ago. They had actually made their way up to where we're at. There was like 150 of them, I think, is what they said in this herd that crossed the Illinois River.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a pretty good sized elk herd here in Oklahoma. I didn't realize how big it was because they do a deal where it's $5 to put in for an elk tag, and they do a drawing for one elk.
Okay.
And there's only 2 locations in the state of Oklahoma that you can actually go and hunt.
Hey, Hedgehog. Laura, I believe. Hello, hello.
And so this one was they're doing a drawing, but they're doing it a little bit different. So you can actually buy tickets, and it's like 5 for $30 or 1 for $5 or something like that. And it's a guided hunt.
It would be
With
fun.
people that hunt that area specifically for elk.
Okay. So do they have like accommodations or like is this like
Well, so like I would have
week?
to pay for food and lodging. It's a 3-day hunt.
Okay.
I would have to pay for food and lodging, but they make accommodations if you're disabled and stuff like that. They make your hunt as easy or as complicated as you want.
Now, is that only for veterans or
No,
is that-
that's for anybody in the state of Oklahoma.
Oh, okay. So like you couldn't invite like me there to go
Oh, yeah, I
for,
could.
3 days.
Yeah.
I just have to buy all my out of state stuff kind of.
Nope. I could take you on that hunt with me. And you wouldn't be able to hunt, but I could take you with me. I could take and so like I could take one guest, to help with like to take pictures, to do whatever. I can even take a hunter guest. So somebody that is also hunting, we could hunt together as a team.
Okay.
So yeah.
That
Yep.
might be
You
fun.
just have to get all the like non-resident licensings and stuff like that.
Yeah. that's and just far too much red tape for me to bring a just give me a sec.
But no, there's a channel that I don't have merch from yet that I will be putting that money towards. So,
Well, I know there's one channel that's sending you
yes.
merch. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So what I'm saying is I have not purchased or received as a gift merch from this channel. Or am in the process of receiving merch from this channel.
Oh, okay.
Because I need a new coffee mug for work.
I just got them up last night. I always had the 11 ounce, but that's like a shot glass.
Yeah.
If I want a cup of coffee, I want a freaking cup of coffee. I don't want to be. That's one thing we have. We have a ton of mugs. I don't like these little, like,
I don't like
cups.
the little ones. I like the bigger ones.
Exactly. I even asked them if they could, like, if they had a bigger one yet, and they're like, no, that's all we have. But if you do decide that, well, not even so much yourself, I think you guys should stay on the path you're on, creating your own. But oh my God, Willie, he's bringing all his channels. He has 30 some odd channels.
Oh wow.
And he subbed to me, which blew me over 300, but YouTube won't give me the subs. They were up and then they took them down. And they won't give them back. And that was, oh my God, Willie, was that on the week? It was on the weekend.
Because they were all from the same person?
Well, yeah, but he's not saying that it's all the same. Like, well, he's got Hillbilly Nightmare with butterflies and unicorns on there right now. Rainbows, chubby unicorns, and lollipops.
Oh Lord.
He's got, oh, well, yeah. You'd get a kick out of Willie's sense of humor.
So talking about sense of humor, don't I have a great sense of humor?
Well, that all depends. Not all the time.
The picture that I sent you yesterday that's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
I pulled a prank on one of my coworkers. She's our housekeeper, and she does an amazing job. She is such a wonderful person. But you don't get a reaction out of her very often. Like, she's not a huge talker. You know, she's dry.
Yeah.
When it comes to stuff like that. So I have my wonderful little fake poo there, and I covered the top of it in Nutella to give it a little more realistic look. And then I put some on my hands and rubbed it down the wall and on the floor.
Would you just like me to show the picture?
Yeah. So that everybody gets an idea as to the
This is what he did to the poor lady. You can see that?
Oh yeah, it's pretty clear.
That's what he did to the poor lady. Hey, Melody, how are you? You're evil. You're even more evil than what I am. And you call me evil.
She did, like, she stepped out and she looked over at the front desk and she was like, if you have a minute, you need to come here now. And our clerk at the front desk was like, yeah, I got a minute. I'll be right there. And as she was backing up, she looked at me and our security guard and was like, you two can come too.
Ooh.
And trust me, it was taking everything I could not to bust out laughing. Well, our clerk peeked around the corner into the bathroom and was like, oh my God, did a patient do that? So she just played into it because she knew it was happening. So she played into it. She's like, I don't know. I didn't get close enough to tell what the deal was. And me, I'm just like, oh man, that's really messed up. And I can't believe somebody would do that.
You should have walked over and put your finger in it.
And so I walked over, I walked in, and I picked it up and I set it in my hand to where she couldn't see the bottom of it. And I walked out and I stuck it right in her face and was like, are you sure you don't want it? And she was like, no. Boy, she backed up real quick. And so I turned it over and showed her it was all fake, it was a prank. And you could just see the sigh of relief on her face that it was fake. And then she looked at me and she goes, and now you can clean it up. And I was like,
I figured that was going to happen.
I said, I have every intentions of cleaning it up. I wasn't going to make you do it. That's the reason I've stuck around. I didn't just put it there and leave it and walk off, and leave. I was like, I stuck around to clean it up. And I got it all cleaned up and I went and told her, I was like, all right, it's all cleaned up, now. And she was like, I was like, yeah, I was like, security guard said that she's probably going to kill us is what. And she was giggling. She started giggling and she's like, I got to tell you, it was good. That was real good.
Yeah.
So I posted that to Facebook today and was like, I am so glad that I have awesome coworkers, that have great sense of humors.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, Molly, go lay down. Go lay down. You're not hungry. You're the size of a house. You're good. I don't know if she'll stay here or not, but can you see her?
Yep.
That's her food right there behind my chair. So she's like, yo, old man, get my food. It's almost supper time.
Yep.
But
yeah, it was a good prank. I mean,
you know what? It's all part of life.
It was.
If you go through life so serious, life just flashes by, and you got to laugh at yourself and laugh at others. Oh,
I
yes,
have been
Heather,
told a couple of times it was wrong, and I was like, yeah, but it was funny though.
No, what wrong is the prank I pulled on you, but it's still funny.
Yeah. It's still funny.
So, absolutely. And, that sucks that you're not feeling well, Melody. You probably got
feeling better.
Hand picking or veggie flu. My goodness. There's one lady that what they've had to deal with around eastern PA and New Jersey area with the flooding and hurricanes and tornadoes this year and thunderstorms. And oh my God, there's only so much that a small community can handle. And I know I haven't been around in a couple of weeks, and it just seems after Joe's, I go over to yours, and I end up falling asleep. Same as Mike and Terry last night. I was commenting, and then the next thing I woke up, Mike and Terry are sitting there. It's over. It's like, oops. Go lay down.
I'm gonna have to go check out what our notification is on theirs, because their live didn't pop up last night for me.
No. But see, I always know that they're right after what is it? Simply Reclaimed or simple Mel and Gary, anyways. It's pretty bad now that I know people's names by their first names now and not their channel names.
Not their channel names.
I know. I know what the channel is. I know where to go find them, but it's just hard to get everything all organized. And
so, speaking of lives, so Alicia, the Country Mama, went live yesterday.
yes,
I think at 10 o'clock.
She always goes live 10 Eastern.
And when I got out of her chat, or when I ended up getting out, because my earphones were about dead, my phone was about dead. We were just under 4 hours.
Now, you all say I ramble.
And there was one point, me, Yogi, and Alicia were the only three there.
Yeah. Well, look at today. We went down to 4 people. And now we were back up at 18, 19. Now we're back to 11. But
yeah, it was
the
crazy.
Day.
It just went up and down.
Yeah, it's during the day. So I'm not, I know it's not. G'day, Big Mike.
But she has a coffee mug that I'm really wanting.
I rewatched it last night, but yes, I know what you're talking about.
And it was the one she was drinking out of in her life.
Yeah.
And so instead of elk hunting, I'm going to purchase that mug.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't think mugs were that big, but they really are. So, yeah. Oh my God. Willie's got 3 phones going right now. So now he's on his account. Yahoo, I'll make you famous. Lost in Hillbilly transaction. Rainbows and chubby unicorns. Because if you're not on a live for more than 5 minutes, it won't give you the view. So, yeah. And well, I was going to save it for tomorrow, but my little spoof video that I did about Facebook, whenever it went down the other day,
went viral. I heard
it went viral. I got just under 2,200 views in less than 20 hours. I'm still getting comments. Finally, I said to Debbie, I have to stop, because even though it went viral, I still answered every single comment, good, bad, or indifferent. And there's only one person I banned because he used just way too many cuss words. But I didn't ban him right away until I knew that he had seen my reply to him. Then I banned him. But it's like, I'm all for debating. But there's just no need to write out, but it was great because the day after I got triple the views because the folks came back and said to the tinfoil wearing conspiracy theorists, haha, it's back. What do you got to say about yourself now?
And it's funny because I watched that video and was like, I just posted, that's funny, conspiracy theory. And literally, I went to TikTok after that and was scrolling through, and I run across 5 totally different views on why Facebook went down.
Yep.
And there was one that kind of made sense. I mean, there was one that kind of made sense because I guess the day before
there was a whistleblower. Yeah.
And so the theory behind it is that they blew the whistle, and so the FBI and the CIA and stuff were going to come in, and so they had to shut their servers down to wipe them clean.
But it was only 60% of the users that were down. It wasn't 100%.
So what I noticed is that mine was up for quite a long time, and then because it was up while you were talking about it,
mm-hmm.
And then later that day mine went down.
Because I have friends, people in different parts of the world commented, theirs never went down. And in this house, 2 out of the 5 of us didn't lose their account at all. It stayed up the entire day. And
that's crazy because there were a lot of people that were like, well, mine was up. And then I seen later the afternoon, they were like, well, mine just went down.
Well, I'd say it was probably about 90% of the US, it seems, was down. Very few have I heard in the US but my Instagram went down for 2 hours.
Yeah, it wasn't down long. It was just, it was just several hours and then it came back up.
Debbie's was down from noon. Both her Facebook and her Instagram were down from, I think she said about 12:05 to about 10 after 5. But mine was back before then.
Yeah, but so was mine. It wasn't down but a few hours.
I wasn't going to get it uploaded in time to jump on the algorithm. But nope, I surfed that wave. So including that, I looked last night, I'm at 10,001 views.
Oh, wow.
For my channel. And if now with Willie commenting, no, you started out with that one, Willie. With everything that Willie added, I'll be over 300 subs. And my watch hours are sitting at, I'll double check tonight, but I was at 1,300 watch hours.
I'll be right back.
All right, buddy. I'm probably going to get off here in the next 15 or 20 minutes. No, that doesn't mean you're going to get fed, Tub Tub. But if anybody wants to come chat, I will put up the link again. And like I say, guys, if I disappear, it's not YouTube taking me down. It means that the guy's drilling underneath my road, we think for fiber optics, to put us onto the 5 network. He already has Heather. She's that's how she got so much higher. Was Uncle Willie was on a roll Sunday night. Might have even been Saturday night. I don't know. Everything is Saturday to me right now. But no. So that's where it stands right now. And actually, you know what? I am just over the 3 hours. I'm going to call it for today. And then tomorrow we will start things back up at 1:30 Eastern.
And hopefully I'll have an update on how my goat's doing.
Well, your goat.
How her checkup
went. And oh, hang on. We got the big fella.
It's the big Matt.
What's up, y'all?
Hey, buddy. Just as I was logging out,
all the channels that he has.
Yeah.
They're all on different accounts.
Yes. Yeah. So oh no, I know. I was a little confused as to why it wasn't pretty much everyone except for 5 went away about 12 hours after he posted.
Yeah, I lost all of mine too. But they're slowly coming back. I get a couple back every day.
Oh, see, now I don't know. I haven't looked today. Like I say, I've been running around like a chicken with his head cut off all morning, but
you're at 280, I believe.
Okay, well then there's nothing back. Oh, I'm up to 288 now. Yeah. So I'm up a little bit. I don't know from what, but I know the viral video got me about 10.
Yep.
So
I've only came back to like 9.
You're freezing up there, big guy.
Video. Am I?
Yeah, big time.
Like I said, I've came back up to 298, and I hadn't really done anything since Monday. So
okay, all right. Anyways,
but I will be going. I will be going live at 4 o'clock today.
When? Where?
Today.
Okay. Well, I got to clean the kitchen. I'll probably make some pies because I got to get that dough used up today and cook supper. So if you go live, I'll be listening to you because I'll have my phone on in the kitchen. But yeah.
What time was that again, Matt?
4.
At 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So,
anyways,
and the plan is there's a couple. Yes, there's a couple of channels that I want to push. In case you didn't notice them in the chat earlier, I was pushing aggressive today.
That's good. Aggressive is good. Anyways, I gotta go because if I don't move, I'm not gonna move.
Yeah, I've got to get up, move around a little bit myself.
Exactly. I'm starting to seize up, and that's not good. And I appreciate you there, Uncle Willie. 2 more subs is great. And
I'll tune in, Matt. I'll tune in. So, but I get off at 4:30, so I'll probably just be listening for a little while.
That's fine.
What's up? What's up, brother Mike?
How are you doing?
I don't know. How are you doing? You keep
I hit
going away.
I hit dead zones every now and then on this road. Oh, but I kept trying to listen. I'm still here,
You did.
helping your watch hours.
You were in and out. Well, that's okay. You'll be able to finish up. Well, if he's going to go live in about an hour and a half, you'll be able to finish out in Big Matt's live.
You too.
Yeah, I should be home right about then, so I might be a little late getting on it, but it should be all right.
Well, all
There you
is
go.
welcome.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Yeah, we usually have a lot of fun. And if you don't laugh, then it's kind of your fault.
I've listened to quite a couple of Matt's lives. I don't really say much. He had somebody in there the other day, and I cannot remember that gentleman's name, but he reminded me of a big old like Tommy Chong, like the way he spoke, and he had the beard
Willie.
and everything. I cannot
Uncle
remember his
Willie.
name. Is it Willie?
That's Uncle Willie that's in the
I'm
chat
like,
right
man,
now.
this guy's a Tommy Chong, just bigger. I'm like, this is great. Oh.
That's funny.
Yeah. So that's the Dobson's explicit channel is his main channel.
Gotcha.
Just don't watch it with the girls around or Chelsea.
Yeah.
Unless he's in a fishing tournament and then he's catching minnows.
Anyways, guys, I got to get off of here because
Yep.
I'm literally.
We'll see you guys later.
All right, well, I'm glad I could come back and say bye.
And absolutely. Well, we'll see you tomorrow, right? You'll be at home.
Yeah, I'll be in town. I won't be running around everywhere.
There you go. That'd be a good Friday afternoon desk job.
Yep, that's what I'm hoping for.
There you go.
So,
all right, boys.
Right.
We will see you.
Gentlemen have a blessed day.
Yes, you too. Safe travels the rest of the way home, bud. And we will definitely see you later on this afternoon.
All righty.
All right. Take care, guys. And thank you, everybody, for the chat. Thank you to all the moderators. Couldn't do it without you. And we'll see you tomorrow afternoon. Take care.